You want to be prepared with food, water, non-perishable items that'll make you several days after the storm when you may not have the resources available to you. So there's a variety of great lists out there. We see a lot of patients here that probably don't put enough emphasis on their own health and wellness, even in the best of situations. So it's very easy during a storm with everything going on to neglect that part of your personal care. When you're preparing your emergency preparedness kit, you want to be sure to include items that have general first aid. When it comes to planning your prescription medications in the event of an incoming storm, you want to have at a minimum an additional 3 days supply of your daily medication to keep with you at all times. When it comes to planning your prescription medications in the event of an incoming storm, you want to have at a minimum an additional 3 days supply of your daily medication to keep with you at all times. That is the minimum number, and it may be substantially greater than that, particularly if you are in an area of the storm which mandates evacuation. If you have to leave your home, you're going to want to keep at least 7 to 10 days. Well, when it comes to preparing items in your hurricane or severe storm kit that you're going to want to keep with you following the storm or in the case of evacuation, there are certain things, including non-perishable food, batteries, flashlights, that should probably stay in there permanently and only be used in the event of an emergency. Now, clearly, it's not reasonable to keep everything in that kit, all of your documents, all of your medications. So for the additional items, you need to think beforehand and make a checklist so that when the time comes, you're not having to think on the fly about what's going to be the most important items to keep with you. This list may include medications so that you're not having to find them later, both over-the-counter medications and your prescriptions in an adequate supply in as far as several days. You're also going to want to keep important documents with you. That will include wills, healthcare power of attorney documents if you're caring for an elderly or disabled family member. This may include your medical history. If you present to a doctor or emergency department following a storm, they may not be able to reach out to your doctor and obtain medical records. So having as much of that with you is going to be very helpful following a storm.